What is good, Osiris here? Stuck in the middle. Thanks for joining again. Breaking news: Tulsi Gabbard joins Gettr. But my thoughts right now are Gettr is looking more sus than Twitter. That's crazy to think about, but that's where I'm at right now. One of my favorite people to follow. He has the show with Sydney Watson. I'm sorry for Sydney. I like Sydney Watson. Just forgot her name. Sydney Watson, you are here. And Elijah's great because he's like a street reporter guy, really knowledgeable and hilarious. So he said, after speaking directly with Gettr official, not only am I shadow banned on their platform, but they indirectly admitted they banned people based on behavior outside their platform, not by direct TOS violations. So as of now, this is not a free speech platform. So I'm on Gettr. I'll put my Gettr in the link, and everyone, if you're on Gettr, put your Gettr link in there. I'm not gonna say not to use it, but I don't know what it is. Elijah posted a picture showing when you put his name in there, where is he? He doesn't come up. Then their communications director celebrated Biden's victory on January 6th, which, I mean, by itself isn't, you can have your opinion, but a lot of people who celebrated Biden's victory, they're not really into free speech. So my take on it is, I've got questions. She posted on January 6th from Twitter incredible photos of the Electoral College certificates being taken back to the chamber. Democracy wins today. I don't know. I just got questions. So she said, trolls dug up posts. I mean, that was from January 6, 2021. That wasn't 5 years ago. Before she moved to America, learned a lot about this great country, yada, yada, yada. My question was, do you believe Trump should be banned from Twitter? Did you speak out against it at the time? I mean, it just happened a year ago. If you're going to be on a platform that you'll have a lot of Trump supporters, people who want free speech. She was talking about how she was crying at her desk when Trump won. That was from 5 years ago. Then she talked about conspiracy theories and knocked Donald Trump's policies in general, which I don't agree with all of his policies, but just to generalize and say all of his policies were bad is silly. There's a lot of red flags here, but there is this thread that's really amazing by J. Michael Waller. And he talks about the Gettr founder, Miles Guo Wenji, aka Miles Kwok. Kwok. I don't know how to pronounce it, sorry. But I find this troubling. So the founder of Gettr pled the fifth when asked. You'll notice he pled the fifth a lot. Doesn't mean you're guilty, but it's something I'm looking at. Pled the fifth when asked in federal court about his money man, William Gettr. He didn't dispute that Gettr is a member of the CCP's Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference. If you know, I'm not an expert on China, but if you know anything about China, this Miles Guo Wenji is supposed to be a dissident. And if somebody has he's a billionaire, I believe. When someone has a lot of money and he's hanging out with Steve Bannon, so I got questions for Bannon and Jack Posobiec too. How are you a billionaire dissident from China? Is that even possible? Maybe it is. I'm just wondering. I'm just like, Gettr founder Guo is asked at the April 22nd, 2021 Federal Strategic Vision trial, who is William Gettr? Guo, the Fifth Amendment. Okay. Strategic Vision, aren't you concerned with Mr. William Gettr being your money man if he is associated with the CPP, CCC? Let's just say he's associated with the Chinese Communist Party, period. CCP. The Gettr founder said Fifth Amendment. He's got the receipts. It looks legit. If it's not, correct me. It looks legit, like he has the transcript here. Miles Guo Wenji, the founder of Gettr, again, admitted in the trial that his ultimate concern was not to overthrow the CCP, because he is supposed to be this dissident, right? but to fight the Wang Qishan Chisan faction within the CCP that had ousted his sponsor, Deputy Minister of State Security Ma Jin. So it looked like he had beef within the structure of the totalitarian CCP, not like he was against the CCP. All here. And Mr. Guo, your ultimate concern was whether Wang Qishan and his faction retained power. Yes, because over the phone, I said that those were the people who were the dictators, and those were the people so they should not be our leader, and that also they were corruption, so they should not be our leaders. In the trial, Miles Guo Wangji admitted that he met with senior Ministry of State security officials in his New York City home in May 2017. He admitted he signed a letter to Xi Jinping that he didn't cross the red line in exposing too much dirt on CCP leaders. Now, that's all right. Go back upstairs, please. Okay? I'll be upstairs in a second. My son came downstairs while I was reading this. So I'm not saying that anything here is wrong. I'm not saying Miles Guo Wangji is wrong or lying or anything like that. And this goes on for, I had more I was going to read. I'll go through it real quick. That Wang Ji would not tell the court whether he was getting money from Communist China. So this is the biggest one. I'm kind of skipping through it, but let me take my time on this. Is the last one. Miles Guo Wenji invoked the Fifth Amendment against self-incrimination to avoid telling a U.S. federal court whether he was taking money through Communist China at the time he became a business partner with Steve Bannon in 1718. So he's like, what we want to know is, are you funded from the CCP? Obviously, if you're funded by the CCP, you're not a dissident. You're not some rebel. At the end of the day, I trust Steve Bannon, but I trust no one. I said that in another video. I trust because I look at the content of what they say. I'm optimistic. I'm a dreamer. I will not quit. I don't want to bring people down. But we have to be honest. We are in a tough position short term when this website, this Gettr website, with all the information I just gave you, is where American anti-authoritarians are running to. Let me know. Am I out of line with my concern? But either way, my link will be in the description. It will be in the comment section. Let's hook up on Gettr while we can. Take care.